Today let's talk a little bit about herbs. So I have a few herbs in the garden. I have some oregano that was planted in the old gunko over there that is now part of the new greenhouses. And this year, right behind me in these little areas, I've planted rosemary and cilantro. So a little bit about cilantro. It's really awesome. I've been planting it every year. You actually only have to plant it every other year. So what happens is that cilantro grows almost like a little tree, and it gets up to about like 2 or 3 feet tall off the ground. It's pretty tall. So after you pick all the leaves, right at the end of summer, it'll start to flower. And what happens is as it flowers, it gets heavy and then it falls over. So all those flowers become seeds, and then it seeds itself. So the next year you don't have to plant it. So only plant it 1 year, then it produces a bunch of seeds, and then the next year they'll all come up. And I love cilantro. That's one of the my favorite tastes. I know some of you out there, you don't like it because it tastes like soap. I'm really sorry about that, but it is one of my favorites. And I love just being able in the summertime to go out and pick cilantro, or when my son was little, I would just say, hey, go out and pick it, it looks like this. And he would just go out, pick some cilantro, and I would put fresh cilantro in our cooking. This is the first year that I plant rosemary, those two at the end. We'll see how that goes. I also love the smell of rosemary. The other reason why we're planting the herbs right there kind of in the middle of things, they're smelly, and so critters will stay away. So plant flowers, herbs, things that are very fragrant, aromatic in between your garden beds, and critters will stay away. So I have a quick update on cilantro. I planted several rows of cilantro and it started coming out just a few weeks ago. It is absolutely amazing. Like if you just grab one of these leaves, put it close to your nose, you're gonna smell it. And right now I'm standing about a couple feet away, and the heat of the sun and the wind is just creating this wonderful aromatic like the scent just going everywhere in the garden. Even if I'm standing like way away on that side, I can still smell them. Cilantro is one of my favorite herbs. The leaf when it's ready looks like this, and you can see right there. Ooh, it's so beautiful. You can also tell some of these have already started to flower. And these flowers are just going to become little seeds, and they'll topple over, and it's just going to flower itself. So here's one, for example, that is about, I want to say maybe almost 2 feet tall, and it's got the flowers on top, and it's going to get heavier, and then it's going to fall over, and then next year I don't have to plant cilantro because it's going to seed itself. So one of my favorite herbs to plant is cilantro. Ever since I started planting it, I just refuse to buy it in the store, even when it's off season. I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna wait for mine to grow because it's so wonderful. I just don't think I should have to pay for something that grows so beautifully, so quickly, and that nature gives so lovingly.